Today, let us take a look at the workflow editor in a next gen project and also some new features that are released, I guess, today. Now, I was looking at this post, this announcement post from a guy called, I don't know his name, but the ID is Blim. He's the product manager, and this post, so the name is Brian Lim, and he's the product manager working on next gen projects. Now, this post is all about some new features, and to be honest, I never really got a chance to look at the workflow editor because the workflow editor was not really enabled on my cloud instance. I have a free version, by the way, my personal cloud instance, and I never really checked in the past 2 months. I think it was enabled recently, but today I think I will take a look and I will also share my feedback. Now, before I, of course, go to my Jira instance, I just want to very quickly spend 1 minute looking at different things, different features that are mentioned here. So what is new? It says that rules help admin streamline and automate common steps for teams workflow. So there are some rules, and this particular announcement is all about transitions. So I guess you can have transitions, and you can do few things like you can add rules when you make who can make a transition, and you can probably do few things. So when you look at this post, it says you can assign the issue to someone, you can update a field. So something like what post functions can do in a traditional Jira workflow configuration. And when you are working on the board, I believe you will also get some drop zones. So they are calling it as drop zone. So basically when you move the issue from one column to another column, I think if there are some rules applicable, then those rules will be maybe displayed here. I guess this is what this drop zone is all about. Now, of course, we will figure it out and we will have chance to play with this feature. I hope my Jira instance has this enabled and I have this feature. Now, if you're coming from Jira, traditional Jira, experience of administration, when you have to work on workflows or any configuration, you would go to project settings, and that is what I did. And I was looking for workflows, so I don't have anything here. Maybe I'll go to apps, not really apps, but maybe I'll go to the other option called features. So maybe I need to enable something, I don't know. So here I do have things like reports. Hey, let us enable everything, why not? And let us enable, in fact, each and everything. And I think we do have some additional features related to Ops Genie. We will spend time, as I mentioned in my previous video, on Ops Genie. So I don't really see anything here related to workflows. Maybe I'll go to issue types. So when you go to issue types, you can, of course, add fields, but there is a button on top called edit workflow. Now, I'm not sure how it works with next gen project. Can I have different workflow for each and every issue type? I guess so, because this button is there for all the issue types. If I go to Epic, I do have this button on top. Let me go back to task. So let us click on the edit workflow and we'll figure it out. So when I click on the edit workflow, first of all, my first initial impression is that it looks good, especially if you're coming from the old Jira diagram and text mode view. It looks nice, and I think you can have a very big workflow if you need to. You shouldn't really have like too many states and too many transitions. Keep it simple, but by looking at the size, I think they are letting you create a bit more complex workflow than this simplified workflow. So on top, first of all, I can see here on top it says workflow for all the issue types. Can I have separate workflow for these issue types? I'm not sure. Maybe it is not applied on the free version of Jira, but we'll figure it out. And of course, you have the workflow. And I guess, although I have no experience working on this workflow, but because I know how Jira workflows work, so I think I'll assume how it works, because when you take a look at the workflow, you have the first initial transition. I guess I can also change it to maybe, can I change it? Yeah, I can. It seems like I can. So we'll play with it. We'll have time to. I mean, not just today. I'll continue looking at what all I can do. So the first thing is that on top you have the option to create a status. So when you create a status in Jira, you have the option to associate a status to a category. So they are letting you not only add a status but also associate the category. So when you add a status of type to do, on top you will create a status. Maybe you can select some statuses that are there already. So let me think of the status name. So I'll probably add in progress. I think that should be easy. So maybe something like review. So the interface is similar if you compare it with your traditional Jira workflows, and you can create a review in progress status, and it has automatically given it a blue color, I believe, which is for in progress. Let us add the the new status. Can I zoom in using the mouse? And no, not really. I think I need to use this. Maybe I'm missing something, but that is not important. So let me zoom in a bit. So we have this new status, and right now it says any status. I don't really want any status. I'll probably delete it, and I want this to be from maybe in progress to review. So I can simply drag this line, and it will create a transition. So maybe I want to give this as give it a name, like maybe review. I'm not very creative, but I'm just trying to add a transition. And this interface is not too different from what you are doing in Jira, normal Jira workflows, and you create a transition. It looks similar. Now from this, you want to maybe go to done, and you can give it as you need to give it a name, like a transition name. All done. I'll probably use a different name. So I think this is fine. Now there are a few more things that you can do. Now when you click on the transition, on the right hand side you have the option to add rules. So this is interesting, and if you click on the plus sign, you can have a rule like add. You can add some rules like add or assign an issue to someone. Can I add more? No. So I think at a time you need to add just one rule. So maybe when you send the issue to, maybe you want someone to review it. We also have current user, which is fine. So let us add current user. So the person who is doing this transition, who is clicking on the button called transition, will be the assignee. Interesting. So, and there's an icon here that represents that there is some automation happening. So let us add one more rule, maybe restrict. Maybe we want to update an issue field. So maybe you want to update, let us say you want to add a label, and maybe you want to add a label. You can add a new label, which is great. So maybe you want to add something like review. Fine. And clear this field. No, I don't really want to clear the field. Add. What else? Can I do more? Okay. One more. Let us add one more. Now restrict. No, we don't really want to restrict. Maybe we want to restrict. Yeah, let us restrict the transition. So I want maybe so I only want the current assignee to be able to make this transition. Now we also have one more rule on top. So what I'll do, I'll probably change it to something else. Like maybe I want admin to become the assignee later on, but in the beginning you cannot really execute this transition until you are the assignee. So I want to restrict this. So what was the transition? Only the assignee can use this transition. Okay, all right, the current assignee. And can I add more rule? I'm just not sure if these rules count towards the automation rules. I'm not sure. I guess we'll figure out. So check an issue field, check that an issues field has the correct value before allowing someone to move it using a particular transition. So I think you can also check for the field value. So I think these rules are like, a bit of combination of conditions and validators and post functions all into one, and they are calling it as rules. Because when you check for an issue value, field value, it is like a validator. And when you check that an issue has been through a status or restrict who can do what, then it is a condition. And when you update something, it is a post function. So interesting. I quite like it. And so there is a rule to check that an issue has been through a status. I don't really want to do it. Let us cancel it. And there is a button on top called create transition, which we have just created. Rule. Okay, so I think it will add a rule to maybe a selected transition. So assign an issue to someone, select. I'm just trying to, okay, so you have to select the transition here. Okay, makes sense. So I think this looks good now, and I think this is quite similar to your Jira's traditional workflows. I'm calling it as traditional. And let us save this. And okay, so you have the option to choose changes to this workflow apply to all 3 issue types in your next gen Epic project. Okay, so it will be applicable across. Fine, I'm okay with that. So we have the new workflow, and let us go to the project and play with it. So shall we play with an epic or a task? I don't know. Let us figure out. So let us say we are working on a task, and if you now, so we have a new column here. Interesting. And I will probably try to do something here. I cannot move it to review because I'm not the assignee. I was expecting some box here to appear to let me know that I need to, that why I'm not able to move it to review. I think I need to first move it to in progress, I guess. I don't know. I will check. So I'll move it to in progress, and then, now I can. So if I have to, so basically there was no transition at all, but now there is a transition. So there was no transition from to do to review, but when you have a transition from, let us say, one status to another status, you will get some indication if there is a rule applicable. So in this case, there is a condition. A workflow rule prevents you from moving the issue this way. Okay, I understand. What is the rule? I need to click on the, let us first assign the issue to myself. I'll be the assignee. And if I now take a look at the view workflow, can I click on it, please? No? Yes, I can. Okay, great. So it is something similar to what you do in a traditional Jira workflow. And what I'll do, I will first assign the issue to myself. And now if I go back to the, so I can make this transition from here. And if I unassign this, unassign, can I make a transition? No. So the transition option, the review transition option has now disappeared. So let me assign the issue to myself, and I will go back to the board. I will now make a transition, and the condition is working. It is now a rule, and this issue has now been assigned to admin. So it worked, and I think there is also a new label added to this along with the platform work, which I don't, it was probably the Epic name. So let us click on the task, and let us take a look at the label. Where is the label? Yep, there is a label called review. So we checked 3 things. Number 1, there was a condition rule to restrict me from making this transition. Then when I made the transition, it updated the assignee, and it also added a label. So overall, quite good. I like it, and I think now, I mean, next gen projects, when they were announced, I think 2 years ago, I think I made one video on that next gen projects, and I quite liked it. And like me, a lot of people they appreciated this idea of next gen projects where you don't rely on Jira administrator to make a change for you, like modifying issue types and workflows. You can do it yourself. But when people started using next gen projects, they wanted to do more. And for doing a bit more than these things that are there in next gen projects, they were not able to do it because there are limitations. But I believe Atlassian has now decided, and I think it is now in their I think it is now in their roadmap. They want to include more features, and they want to improve the experience. They want to improve the overall feature set of a next gen project. So that is all I wanted to talk about in this video. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and you learned something new today. Thank you very much.